Hi Cancer, this is Heather with Twin Flame Blu-ray back for your April 2019 reading. Dates are always difficult for me. I have shuffled the deck, a bunch of them just popped out. So I'm going to go ahead and choose these. Oh, it's the exact perfect number too, it was 8 cards. So I'm doing a little different spread these days. I am doing 2 cards for each week of the month. And I will show you here in a second. Hopefully you can see them because the shadows are starting to come into the room. And I've also taken the bottom of the deck and I will take one of my awesome new oracle cards. I'll show you that at the end. And here you go. So here is the new spread. And I'm starting with the renewal card, which is also the judgment card. So hopefully you can see all that. Okay, and quick announcement, I am planning to be back doing these readings every month, and also working on the daily readings, being out again. So yeah, I've just been trying to figure out my whole schedule with doing readings all day, every day at work now, and having the energy and the strength to do more readings. But I've got so much energy for the springtime, so I'm going with it. I will be out for some health stuff coming up. I'm not sure which weeks that will be, but it'll be a couple weeks that I'll be recovering, so won't be able to do much of anything during that time, but I'll hopefully get those dates and let everybody know soon in case you want readings or whatever, or just wondering where I'm at on my channel. So yeah, without further ado, which is my favorite new saying this week, I guess, I keep saying it for everybody, here is your April reading. I've got a bee tapping on my window, so that's a nice sign for you guys. Wow, he was just, I don't know if you heard that, he was literally tapping on my window a bunch of times. Okay, so we have the renewal card, which is the judgment card, and we have the ego card, which is the devil card in traditional tarot. Major heavy hitters for the first couple weeks of the month. Okay, so, or for the first, yeah, because we have the strength card in reverse for your next week. So, renewal or judgment. This is second chances, people coming back around, having to make a judgment in a situation. And then you have the ego card or the devil card, which is it can be addictions, it can be like trapping yourself in a situation or tying yourself to a person that isn't good for you. It can be old thought patterns that we need to release. Okay, and with these 2 cards together, this is talking about relationship, and you have some heavy relationships or heavy hitter relationship cards on the table. So this is really having to look at the things that keep you trapped in certain cycles, mental patterns in relationships, and really starting to break those. And that first week is really all about, I just see it like being caught up in your mind about this relationship, this thing going on around in your head, or why isn't communication good? Why am I choosing someone or something that's not good for me for some of you? And again, we are coming out of Mercury retrograde in Pisces, so it's brought all of this stuff up, especially for us water signs. So, yeah, just looking at why you give a certain person a second chance, or keep attracting this similar kind of person into your life, and really starting to analyze those patterns and make sense of them and heal from them. The second week, yeah, it's been zapping your strength. You have strength in reverse, and the 6 of Summer or 6 of Cups in reverse, which is one of our soulmate cards, one of our nostalgia cards, wanting things to go back to the way they were. So this is kind of lament, like with the strength in reverse and 6 of Cups in reverse, it's like lamenting the way things were in a relationship, wanting them to come back, but things don't ever come back exactly the way they were. It's just an evolving and moving forward and accepting that you've got to let some things go to let new things come into the future, especially for this relationship. And before I go on to the third week, I've been telling everyone that this is the time to, from the 7th to the 21st is the time to really move forward with dreams, ideas, thoughts for businesses, because the planetary energies are so strong right now, and it may not happen again like this in our lifetime. And you can check out Astrological for the details, but it's really, with the planetary placements right now, it could not be better. So even in the midst of what you have going on, this is really the time to at least put the intention out, if not like incorporate a new business or put it online or something, even like a soft launch, because you're going to want to take advantage of, and I'm just letting everyone know to take advantage of these energies. So your fourth week, we have the King, oh, and sorry, these were in reverse. King of Autumn or King of Pentacles. This is the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. So she does everything, or they do everything in seasons. King of Autumn or King of Pentacles and Three of Spring or the Three of Wands are both in reverse. So could be feeling upside down financially right now, or out of sorts and not feeling grounded. Again, you're going to want to work on that at least a little bit if you're planning to, like I said, take advantage of these energies and launch something new. And it doesn't have to be fully launched, but at least just the idea of the birthday of a new business or something like that, having that energy for right now. And if you've been feeling upside down financially, maybe it is time to look at doing something for yourself and not just, you know, the corporate world or the way that things have always been. Like, this is the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energies. They can get very bogged down or stuck in the mud kind of energy because they're the earthy energy. And so you're feeling, for you, not feeling like you're moving forward very easily right now, like feeling like you're walking through mud. But if you can at least harness for these couple weeks this really amazing energy to at least put the idea out for something new for yourself, it would be really good. And then the Three of sorry, I've been doing incense between each reading again. The Three of Spring or the Three of Wands. This is typically like the committing to the next step in a journey, typically with career, life path stuff, but it's in reverse. So it's like not really wanting to take those steps. There's this air of like being depressed about the relationship situation, or having lost somebody, or just really deep diving into your emotions, which the water signs, we can do that. But the Three of Spring is saying, you know, you should be leveling up, mastering something new. Not necessarily something new, but like a new step in your career, your path, your education, whatever it is. So yeah, it's about whatever it is that you can do to get yourself out of being stuck in the mud, feeling depressed, feeling upside down. Anything you can do to bring yourself out of that. This is like, I mean, call a fire sign friend. Call someone that will pick you up and take you for a hike, or go get a I keep saying to everybody, go get a massage this month. Go do something that sparks that life back into you, because I keep getting this feeling of like just being in your shell and not wanting to come out, which is what cancers do. But this is saying that this week, like, do something to get yourself out of that rut. And for the last week, You have 2 9s. Wow. Letting go of both of these things. Okay, so we have the 9 of spring or 9 of wands and the 9 of winter or 9 of swords, and they're both in reverse. So we are letting go of this feeling of needing to be on the defense all the time, which is the 9 of wands energy, or that stale. It's also like a stuck feeling. And letting go of unfounded fears, as you can see on this card, they write that right out. But this is the nightmares, the things that go around in our heads when we're trying to have peace in our minds or sleep at night. And they're both in reverse, so it's really about letting both of those things go. You've got some deep inner work to do this month, Cancer, it looks like. But as much as you can, get yourself like back out there and don't get stuck in your shell all the time. Really take some time to get out into the sunlight. Call a friend that is a good pick-me-up, that will get you back out there. Whatever you need to do to take some time away from just being I've been talking too much today, trying to get all of these videos out at once. Whatever gets you out of your shell and back into the world. And the card at the bottom of the deck, talk about relationship stuff. The 2 of cups or 2 of summer. So it looks like, if we're going to talk about this maybe being the energy coming into next month, looks really good for relationships, for falling in love, for finding somebody new, for renewing energies in a relationship. So take heart, because better is coming once you do all this work, once you dive inside and really get rid of the stuff that needs to go, the old anger, the old resentments, the fears, the defensive position that you may have been in, and really getting the motivation back to commit to the next step in your path, taking yourself to the next level, talking about these cards here, working towards better finances, better career steps, all of that. And let me pull one of the cards from the Fairy Forest for you. My favorite new deck in the whole world, and I have some new ones that are really awesome, but okay, 2 wanted to come out for you. And let's see, I might read from the book, I might not. So, oh my god. I swear I can't make this stuff up. The first one is the Elf Queen, and she says at the very bottom, introverted, burden, responsibility, and that came out right over the King of Autumn and 3 of Wands in reverse. So what was I saying about not getting stuck in your shell too long? I'm a Pisces. I know I like to get stuck in my cave and not come out for sure, but here you have, for the remedy for that, the Sorceress. She's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this card. Rituals, power, and will. So whatever you need to do to like pull yourself up by your bootstraps, like if there's a ritual, a daily ritual you do, or a ritual you do to like light some candles, say some prayers, do intentions, call, like I said, call a friend to help you kind of get out of your shell. Whatever it is that you do to pick yourself up. I was just looking at the numbers. One's a 3 and one's a 13. So repeating 3s being very spiritual numbers as well. Yeah, you've got a lot of inner work to do, but don't get stuck there. It's like, do your shadow work, come out for some sunshine. Do your shadow work, come out for some fresh air. Do your shadow work, go out and have some fun with a friend. So keep the balance as much as you can, and I'm sending you lots of healing energy and strength and will to get through this month, and I will see you again in May. Bye, Cancer.